Hello, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining me on this Saturday. It's going to be a chilled out kind of 3 hours of chatting, and also maybe some sprints, probably some sprints. So I think the aim is probably about 50-50. But yeah, let me do my introduction because I don't think I formally settled on an intro. So let me know how this one sounds. And I haven't rehearsed it. I don't know. Let me know. So hi, I'm Andy, an award-winning nonfiction author, just sharing my experiences and what I learned on the self-publishing journey. Subscribe, like, watch a few videos, all that kind of good stuff. And today, welcome to the Sunday stream. It's a bit of a social kind of stream. I'll probably yak a bit. I don't know, talk a bit about what I've been up to during the week. And let's say hi to everyone who's in the chat today. So we've got Anne. Guten Tag, Anne. She is here. Anne is here. Richard Holiday is here. And of course, your presence here is fantastic. Indeed. Don't forget, everyone, hit the like button on the way in or out, depending. Hi, Emma. How's it going? Anne actually is here, so we're all good. Anne actually is here. Felicia, Dreaming Truth author, good to see you. See, there's Anne confirming I am still here. In between her university books, maybe. I don't know. How's it going in university, Anne? How is everyone? Emma's realizing and is here. Highs. And SD popped in, made friends with the like button. Here on phone while watching movie with kiddo. Hubby went out of town for work, so of course don't want to leave kiddo alone. For sure. Yep. Hope to get back to writing after the movie. Yep. What movie are you watching, by the way? I'm just curious. Chatting in progress, exactly. But at some point we're gonna have to do some work. I got a bit of work I gotta get done. Sunday. Ooh, no, you're right. It's not Saturday. If I misspoke, I'm sorry. It's Sunday's social stream. You should add and soon to be better. I don't know. Let's cross that hurdle when we come to it. I don't know if that I'm gonna get across. Even if I do publish like fiction work, I'm not sure it's gonna be a best-selling kind of Amazon overall. It may hit like a category or two as a best-selling in the category. I think that's not too. I would like to say not too difficult, especially if you launch it properly. I think that's achievable. But I think the overall like Amazon.com store bestseller, I think that one's a bit more difficult to achieve. I think anyway. Highs all round from Emma to SD and SD to Emma. And says it's going good. University, I have five tests this week. Oh my god. Jeez. I've had that before, so I know how it feels. But I do wish you good luck. No, we gotta do some sprints because you gotta do some reading and maybe some, I don't know, stuff. Well, let's get to it. Yeah. I'm not outlining any books yet, but I am kind of pondering in my head, so the idea is that so I need to write at some point, but my strong points is actually more about outlining. So I outline my stuff before I write, and I also find it gives me some structure. Obviously, it may change during the course of the writing, but at least it gives me a kind of roadmap, if you like, to follow, so that if I do, if I do mess up somewhere, I can at least come back to the roadmap. So yeah, let me see. Where did I say? Where did I stop? I mean, down with test. Exactly, right? Yeah, it's not cool. Down with test. Don't. Yeah, well, I was just suggesting you don't have to do anything. You're very okay. That's interesting. You're very excited about tests. I wasn't as excited, but hey, if that's what you enjoy, that's all good. It's all good. So yeah, 3:05. We're kind of early in the day. I see a couple of other people also streaming right now, so I'm gonna see if I can plug some people's streams over here. It says Barrett is streaming. I'm gonna see if I can plug that. I'm gonna get the link. Give me a second over there. Barrett stream is here. So Barrett. If anyone wants to go and say hi to Barrett over there, feel free. Can't remember, I saw someone else streaming as well. I'm going to say popping in to say, and I'm going to hit that like button as well, obviously. So if you go there, make sure you hit that like button, because that's the done thing, right? So where did I stop? Yes, Anne was loving tests, and she's very excited. Anne just wants to be graded, says Richard. Oof, why indeed? And that's the link to anyone who wants to go and say hi to Barrett for sure. No grades on these tests. We'll have graded tests. Okay, so is this kind of like a trial run kind of thing? Absolutely not. This is great. Thank you. RC, how's it going, buddy? How's the head? How's the head on Batman? So if people don't know, RC was he slightly injured himself, so hopefully he's doing better now. Yeah, I don't know. No fun to get injured for sure. Yes, there's a show to us. This is to show us what's expected and such. Yeah, you know, when I was in university and like the first few weeks, we got given like one test or exam, and we were told it was going to be graded. I don't think it was, or even if it was like 2% or something really small, you know. But they basically failed everyone. It was really bad, but they kind of failed everyone just to get us into the mood of you have to do some studying, you know. So yeah, I wonder if that's what they're doing for you as well. Just a guess. Highs to RC from SD over here and Emma. Yeah, I think why did they fail? I suspect it's because they want people to not slack, because it's, yeah, the university I went to was quite strict, quite harsh with their marking. So what they did, I think, was basically fail a whole bunch of people to make everyone, you know, not think that you can just breeze through this. You have to actually work. Yeah, I worked really hard in my university years. It was, yeah, decades ago now. God, I feel so old. Oh my goodness. It was kind of mean, but I think the point was that they basically wanted people to not slack off. That was the idea anyway, as far as I can guess. That's my best guess. I think the facts that 40 to 50% will fail the finals in February is enough for all of us to study. Yeah, it's true. You know, it's quite kind of funny because the course I went to way back, they actually have like the lecture theaters, you know. Anyway, it's not a big department; it's quite small actually. But the department actually had smaller rooms every year, just to make sure everyone knew that most people would probably, well, maybe not most, but you know, probably about 50% would probably drop out after 2 or 3 years. You know, it's quite normal, I guess, for my course. One guy in my class already quit. Yeah, exactly. And you know, it's nothing wrong with that. If it's not for him, you know, it's not for him. It's fair enough. And maybe he found out it's not for him, in which case it's actually quite a good thing, because then he can focus his energy and his life on doing something else, you know. So yeah, that is my experience. So yeah, if anyone wants to go say hi to Barrett's stream, all good. I don't know if anyone else is streaming, but if anyone else is, feel free to do some stream hopping. Plug that link if anyone has links. So yeah, what's everyone going to be working on today? I'm actually thinking I need to get my setup for B-roll to flip through a book. So I read another book. It's called Simply Lies by Mr. Baldacci. Let me see if I can type properly. Simply Lies Baldacci. And that was not too bad. It was actually okay. Richard says, oh, hold on. Yes, it's very fair. I mean, law isn't really something you're in close contact with in school or such. So, like, skipping here. So, like, none of us really knew what we were getting into. Exactly. Yeah. So you kind of find out when you get there. I'm working on going to sleep. Yes, it's kind of late, so yeah, I appreciate you popping by for sure. Richard's super harsh. He says, "Good, you don't need losers like that around you. Some people will just drop out. It's just how it is." Simply Lies by Baldacci is the book I need to do a B-roll for. Survival of the Fittest. Yeah. It's true. Barrett, how's it going? Sorry for we'll join after hours. Yeah, no, all good, buddy, all good. Hope you're doing well. Shut up, Richard. Richard actually went to university, and I'm sure it was competitive in his course too. In fact, I'm curious, Richard. How was the competitiveness in your course? Just curious. Don't tell me what to do exactly. I think Richard and Anne have similar sentiments. I will if you're behaving like a. Yeah, I'm not going to say that. Yeah. I'm not monetized yet, by the way, people. I have recently hit 1,000 subscribers, so I'm very grateful for everyone who's subscribed. My course is really, that's interesting. Your course is awful. So maybe when you got there, it became good, or was it awful to begin with, or was it awful because you got there? I'm just guessing here. Anne says he doesn't know what competitive is. Ooh. Richard says the tuition was 9,250K. I'm gonna assume that's a typo. That's 9,250 for tuition fees, and I didn't even get free print. Oh, you had to pay for your own printing for 9 grand and a bit a year. Ay. Oh, that's painful. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna say bad words on my on the stream, just in case. Yeah, so that's about 9 grand a year for tuition fees. Yeah, that's kind of standard these days, isn't it? I think. I don't know. I think that's yeah. And gets free printing, and she gets paid to be there. Like, I don't know. It's full sponsorship, I guess. Hopefully, I don't know. So, if you got like the government scholarship or some such, that's really cool. And I think you mentioned you don't have to pay taxes, which is even better. Like, I don't know. That's that's a really sweet gig. They pay for your uni, they pay for your stuff, and you don't have to pay for university. That's really good. Okay, so this is a legit question. Kira keeps asking if I'm in a cult. Oh, I'm pretty sure you're not, but I don't want to speak for you. So, are you? Can you confirm? Are you in a cult, Anne, or are you starting one? I'm not joining, by the way. I don't do cults. Sorry, I'm too cheap to pay subscription for that. Yes, Richard, exactly right. Like she gets to yeah, she doesn't have to pay uni fees, and she gets a free printing, and I have to pay in on tax. But okay, so you gotta pay tax, pay income tax. Yeah, of course. Well, gotta do that. Government work for you. Yeah, okay, that's good. So you do get some perks, which is cool, very cool actually. Never knock it. So yeah, let me see if I Richard. I mean, that kind of is a cult. Big state. Yeah, we're all in a cult. Like if you're in a country, that's a cult. Is that what you mean? Or if you're in a state or province, yeah, my state isn't that big. We are the best, and of course, whichever state you are in is the best state. That's just how it rolls, right? So let's see, 3:14. Anyone tempted to do a sprint yet, or not really? Are you happy to chat a bit more? I don't know. What do people think? Let's see. Anne says, so you're only not in a cult if you're okay to see. What? Did I miss something? Let's see. No, sprint. I'm happy to chat more. And he tells more about your experience. Oh man, that was like ages ago. Ages. I don't want to show my age. It's like more than 20 years ago now. I can't remember that far. Hold on. On the sea, because it's not a country. Okay, hold on. So you're only not in a cult if you're on the sea. Oh, right, gotcha. I don't know actually. That's interesting. Are there any countries that are not in the sea, or that are in the sea? Oh my goodness, I don't. I don't actually know any country that is like in the sea, like literally a floating one. Hmm. Yeah, I think most countries are land based. Land based, I think. Yeah. You know, Michael's a relic. Yeah, that's. I'm not quite that far gone. Um, yeah, that's kind of, you know, careful someone doesn't sue you for that, like defamation or some such. um, so let's see. I am going to. You know what? I am going to set the timer. Actually, I think maybe we can do half an hour. What do people think? Because I know Anne's got to go and sleep at some point anyway, because it's kind of late there. So that's fair enough. And I want to kind of get my B-roll going. I got to do a B-roll of my page flipping thing. Page flipping to record that. 15-minute sprint. A little on the low side. It's fine. Michael comes from a time before close. Yeah, I don't think there were many lawyers back then. 15 minutes sprint. No, he wouldn't know how to sue. Exactly. Yeah, if it's not a thing, then you probably wouldn't even need to worry about that. To be honest. Okay, so I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna go for a let's say a 30-minute one, because, and then we're gonna do a long break after that. But I'm not gonna time the break, because I kind of want to get my B-roll recorded, which I need for that book that I've just read, Simply Lies. So once I get that B-roll, then I can make a few notes about that book, about what observations I've had, and go through the Amazon page and all that kind of stuff. I'm thinking about using Publisher Rocket as well to do some competition analysis on these books, which I think will benefit everyone, myself most of all, but anyone else tuning in. I think that might really help. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me fire up Rocket and see if you guys would, because I think it's got like a lot of information on Rocket, Publisher Rocket, that I do think it's useful. I'll say that I think it's useful. Okay. Publisher Rocket has an update, so I gotta let it do its update first before I can use it. So let's just give it a second. Hold on. Okay, where am I? Okay, I'm gonna remove that one first. I'm gonna present. Stop share screen. I'm gonna present another screen, which is the Publisher Rocket screen, so you can all kind of see what I'm doing. Let me add that to the stage. Okay. Hopefully you guys can see this. And I'm going to do a competition analyzer. Simply Lies. I don't know if it'll come up. Odachi. Let's see. See what comes up on Publisher Rocket. Yeah, it's thinking. It's taking too long to think. This is really slow. It's not fast food at all. This is slow food. Okay, this is the book that I read. This one here. And it's called A Psychological Thriller. Yeah, okay, I can see that. Yeah, there's some psychological thrillers about it for sure. Let's have a look at the categories. So if you look at the categories, you can see what it's in. Thrillers and suspense, literature and fiction, action and adventure as well. I would definitely put it in. And it's definitely crime. So they've got a few, and it shows you sales to number one. You need 1,000 sales to get to this number one in this category. You need 290 to get into this category, and it is women's adventure because one of the lead characters is female, so female heroine in this case, and 116 to get into the number one for this category. And sales to number 10. Now this is important because if you want to get onto the page, the first page of this category at least, then you probably want to rank on this one. 45 books to sell in order to get on page 10 of this category here. So that's interesting. And if you take a look over there, this is the percentage of books in a category that are from a significantly sized publisher. So that typically means like trad published. So, and this is the percentage of books in the category that are currently enrolled in the Kindle Unlimited program, which is none. So none of these are in KU. That kind of just says everything really to me for this book, for trad published thrillers, at least this one. And then you can have a look at other similar books. This one here tells you if the book has a targeted keyword in the title or subtitle, and it says no. I would actually disagree with that because, well, actually no, in the subtitle, I don't think it's in the subtitle because this book actually doesn't do the keywords. So no, this is correct. I've got the book as well, so it's not incorrect. This is correct. And there's estimated sales and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, hopefully that was interesting. If not, I don't know. I'm not sure if people found that useful. But yeah, so I might actually include some of that going forward as part of my analysis and observations with Publisher Rocket, and kind of my analysis of these books as I read them. Okay, so let's have a look at the chat. Let's go back to the chat. Cool, thank you for confirming. Oh, you know what? I did this one time, and it was so bad. Oh my god. I basically talked for 45 minutes or half an hour, whatever it was, and then realized that my screen wasn't being shared. Oh god, that was bad. So I went live, I shared my screen. I thought I had shared my screen, but no, it wasn't. It was just a blank screen. It was like this. It was basically like this for like half an hour, just me talking about something that I thought I was sharing my screen on. Oh my goodness, it was bad. Oh well, live and learn. Don't be mean. I bet Publisher Rock is doing. Yes, well, it was a little slow. But yeah, I found it interesting. It's good to know things about like your competition and competitors in that category and what they do. I'd love for you to do a full stream going more into detail on how you use this platform. Yeah, I can totally do that. The chat is just, yeah, I don't know where everyone's gone. I think everyone's just like gone to sleep or something. Or maybe they're in someone else's stream. I don't know. It happens to all. Yeah, I get that. Okay, so we're like 3:23 right now. We're gonna do the first sprint. Okay, we're gonna do the first half hour, and then I'll pop back, and then we can chat some more. And if anyone needs to pop off, because it's late where you are, that's all good. Thank you, Anne. I really appreciate you supporting me. It means a lot. No, come on. We got to do some work, and at some point you're gonna have to go to sleep. But I need to do that B-roll, otherwise that's never gonna get done. I've been talking about recording that B-roll for like at least a week. Okay, maybe 5 days. Yeah. Yeah. I think we got to do something. So okay, I'm gonna overrule Anne. Sorry, but let's do our first 30 minutes. Okay. I kind of want to do that B-roll. If it's been a week, a few more hours, well, the thing is, I got more things lined up. So if I don't do this, the big thing that I have, and this is the habit I want to get into, and that is, I want to. Yeah, sorry, I'm really sorry. Yeah, I'm not very good at fighting. Don't fight me. I'll let you win. You can win. But the thing I'm trying to get into is I don't want to move on to my next fiction book until I get this B-roll and notes and everything made up, and recorded and stuff. So I feel like it's a good incentive for me to move on. If I'm reading more books, which I want to read more books, then I'm gonna try and do I want to wrap everything up for the book that I've recently finished, and this kind of part of the process. So finish reading the book, do the B-roll, make the notes, and then you can read the next book, if you know what I mean. So I'm kind of trying to get into that routine. This way, I just know I finish this book, I do the b-roll, I do the notes, I record the video with my observations, and then I can move on to the next book. So I'm going to be doing quite a few of these. I figured maybe it'll be good to get into a routine. So yeah, if I can not study, so you can do your b-roll. Yeah, it is a lot of work. It is a lot of work. And ironically, it's also the bits. It's also the videos that do not get that many views. You know. So yeah. Um, yeah. Let's do the first half hour. I've also got to drink some tea because I feel like I need a drink of tea soon. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna start the timer. I will see you guys back here in 30 minutes, and I'll probably be in the chat here and there. But I need to set up the B-roll to record. Okay, let's go. 30 minutes. See you in 30. Okie dokie, people. That is the first 30 minutes. Hopefully, you guys got something done. I don't know if you guys did much. I did something. So, I did a thing. I did some B roll. That's what I did. I recorded some B roll, which is basically a video clip of something that I was doing. I flipped through a book which I was reading. So, that's, yeah, that's what I did on that 30-minute sprint. So let me pick up where we stopped. Yes, sorry, Anne. I don't know if Anne's still here. She may have gone to bed. It's late over there where she is in Germany. So fair enough if she has to hop off to bed. SD, back to writing and listening to my playlist. My favorite song at the moment, Olivia Rodrigo's Vampire. It's cool. What's your favorite song to write to? Ooh, I missed that one. Sorry, my favorite song to write to. Actually, I write. It's an interesting one for me. So I use music to get me into the mood of starting to write. But once I'm actually writing, when I'm in the flow of things, I actually prefer it with absolute silence. So I don't actually have a favorite song to write to. But Rich has got a good one. We built this city on rock and roll, maybe? Was it rock and we built this city on rock and roll? Or I don't know, classical music maybe. I kid, I have to write instrumental music. As the lyrics can be okay. Any particular instruments that you like? And that's me saying B-roll filmed. SD says that's always your favorite song, Richard. So the instrumental version, okay. Richard trying to get a rise out of me. Did you have a good? The lyrics are so motivating for me, which is SD. That's cool. Okay, we'll skip over that. SD, not really, to be honest. I don't have a firm favorite, but that one is okay. Cool. And to be honest, it's become a bit of a meme. Everything becomes a meme, doesn't it, Richard? Come on, it's true. So I was just saying, I feel my B-roll. I've had a good flip through of that book. I just wanted to use a different word. Okay, now that's the lyrics, so that's cool. Sing for us, SD. I was suggesting maybe it was SD's twin, the one with the red hair and the ice cream. So as he says, I'm almost done with this novella, and it's spicy. Oh, please, if anyone would like, feel free to go throw some support on Shannon's way. Only $1 on Indiegogo, so by all means, it's only $1. It's not gonna probably not gonna break the bank. I'm guessing. I plan to bundle it with the ebook for A Curse of Scales and Feathers once I'm near completion of my Kickstarter. That's genius, actually. I don't know what I'll price that at yet, but afterward I'll sell on retailers for $2.99. Cool. The bundle I'll sell direct. Nice. Actually, on the bundle, how are you going to do this? I'm curious as to how you're planning to sell direct. Like, is it through your website? Which vendors are you planning to use? That kind of thing. So yeah, I think it's a great idea. I think lots of people will go for it. So especially at that price point, like support me and you get a spicy novella. Like, why not? Why not? Fingers crossed. Exactly. I think you'll. I suppose. I mean, it's not all spice. There's a plot too. Cool. So it's not just spice, folks. Sorry, if I imply that it's an actual story which has spice in it. It's a bit steamy. So that's good to know. Laura, hey Laura, that's the other Laura, not the Emma Bennett Laura. Hi, how's it going? Yes, it is actually more hand content. I'm working on my hand modeling. I'll tell you what, Emma thinks I do not have a future with that. I don't know. It's terrible. Yeah, that's Emma's perspective. SD, chat here in 227 words. Outstanding, well done. Don't disappoint. I'll try not to. Hey Rita, or Miranda, not sure which, so I'll cover both. Hi, I've been putting off deleting old emails, so that's not cool. That's very, very productive, actually. I refuse to delete my old emails. Well, I do sometimes, but yeah. Laura, Original Laura. Exactly. There's the original and the other. I agree. Instrumental music, cool. Okay. I write in silence. Yes. RC gets me. I write in silence. There is enough noise in my head. Cool. Sometimes I need silence, but other times the music adds to the writing. Yeah. So like if you're doing an emotional scene or an emotional time, maybe, just maybe, having some music that supports that emotion. I think let's say I'm doing or let's say someone's writing a love scene. It's very romantic. Um there's candles burning and it's a night out, maybe at a really fancy restaurant. And then if you're writing that kind of scene, you probably want something a bit mellow, music wise. I'm guessing. I'm not sure you would put heavy metal on, for example. I probably wouldn't do like a hard rock kind of music, but what do I know? What do I know? Yeah, I love a good clicky keyboard. Richard's keyboard really clicks. You can hear the clicks. It's crazy. Emma says, it depends what I'm writing. Vampire is a great song. Yeah. I also like rain noise video. Yes, I do like rain noise videos, especially for sleeping. I find that white noise really helps me sleep. Yes, other Laura, indeed. I'll have a landing page to my website. Okay, okay. Cool, cool. OG Laura, indeed. Okay, glad you clarified. Yeah, yeah, okay. Everyone, let's just clarify something. So, I do these book observations because I'm trying to get into writing fiction, in particular thriller of some kind. So I'm doing a lot of research. Part of that is to read fiction books. Every time I read a book, I want to get in the habit of doing a walkthrough of what I've observed, on the Amazon page and anything else. So earlier I was showing Publisher Rocket and how I use that to check out my competition or check out what's on the market. And they're not my competition. I'm not in competition with them yet, but it's good to know what they are doing. I think that's not unreasonable. Anyway, so part of that video, I record a B-roll, which is just a video clip of me flipping through the book. So in that flipping through of the book, my hands are actually there. So yeah, that's my hand modeling. Yes. So I want to just clarify that. Thank you, everyone. I wonder if hand models get together and talk shop. I got no idea. You know who has an idea? This person has an idea. Emma Bennett has done hand modeling. Yeah, she's got lovely hands apparently. So yeah, there we go. A love scene? I don't know. I don't know. Could be anything, really, Richard. He's encroaching on your turf. Exactly right. I don't want to encroach on anyone's turf. I think when I gravitate are the songs that speak to the hearts of the FMCs. Okay, cool, cool. Yeah. I'm working on a steamy scene in my body. Oh, yeah. If you're gonna write romance, you have to have Barry White. Barry White. Why not? My music changes, says Rita. Quite often it's Celtic or Viking. Oh, that is very interesting. Celtic or Viking. And then classic rock and even country. Nice, nice. That's a very wide variety, but it's nothing crazy, is it? Do you do heavy metal or some kind of really heavy kind of thing? I don't know. Let me know. Let me know. Yes, the other Laura says Vikings. Yeah. What do you have? What do you have to have? RC hand contact. um. So I use fan noise to sleep. Okay. I'm a fan sleeper, says Laura. Cool. Cool. Um. Pretty sure having a steamy scene with a dead body is illegal. Oh, yeah, I don't want to get into the legalities of that. Fan noise help me sleep too, says SD. Cool. I sleep with the fan on. Oh. Turns out you can buy a box a lot like an alarm clock that makes fan noise. Yeah, you can buy all sorts of stuff. Write a thriller about a hand model who's murdered by a foot model. No. That's kind of like video killed radio style. So that would be a variation of that. Yeah, no, I can't do it. But then you would never know. unless you had like fingerprints or footprints or something to identify people with. No fingerprints on the knife. Exactly. How would you? How would someone like, let's say the murderer was a foot model and he or she used the foot to do the deed? How would you identify based on the foot? Yeah, I mean, unless you got pictures of the foot, is there some kind of like, I don't know, so random, this is weird. But how would you identify the foot murderer? You know, I don't know. I'm curious. I'm not gonna Google that. I'm not googling that. I've done Celtic music, especially when I wrote my Irish series. Okay, makes sense, SD. That does make sense. Yeah. This sounds exactly the sort of weird stuff RC will write. Hey, if there's a niche, if there's a genre for that, why not? It is my exactly, why not? Sprint soon we'll get to that soon. Richard, heavy metal if you consider Aussie. Okay, yeah, that is kind of metalish. Sprint means on a roll. Um, what's your word count, Rich? Let's have 1539 today. Whew, that is impressive. That is impressive, Cliff. Well done indeed. Okay, you know what? Let's do a. I don't know. What do you guys think? 45 minutes because everyone's so productive. What do you think? 45 minutes? I'm leaning on 45 because everyone's like super productive today. And let's not interrupt that flow, hey? Like, I'm thinking 45 minutes. Um, let's do 45 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna let's do that. But before we do that, I'm gonna say SD 4874 for the day. That is crushing it. Crushing it. Yeah, exactly, right? Laura? Crazy. 45 would be awesome. Okay. Can you do another 200? I'm pretty sure that SD can do another 200. 45 minutes. Yes, 45 minutes. Let's do that. Okay, people. Everyone's spoken. Well, I've spoken. I have spoken. Just like Mando's. Well, not Mando, but I have spoken from Mando. Let's do 45 minutes. I'm going to start right now. I'll see you on the other side. 45 starting now. Okay, and I'm so sorry about that, but my Chrome extension completely crashed and the timer crashed with it. I am so sorry, but we have basically reached the end of that 45-minute sprint. So how did you do? Let me know. I'm just trying to get the timer back, and it reverted, of course, to 25 minutes, but we did a 45-minute one earlier. So apologies for that. Thank you, SD, for the offer to sort that. But I think my Chrome just completely crashed. I had to reboot the whole thing from scratch. Sorry about that, people. Sorry, but yeah, 45 minutes. We did that, and hopefully there was something productive that you got done. Let me see. Where did I stop? Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is where Just Eva popped in way back earlier. Thank you, Just Eva, for joining us. And sorry, yeah, we had just started the stream. That was literally less than a minute, and then you popped in. So yeah, that is impeccable timing in a way, really. So SD was hoping to do 20k words. She was at 17,916. So that's really close to the 20,000 words goal that she's got. And she is at the climax of the plot, or was. It's a romantic couple. It's a last scene. Richard suggests avert your eyes. Richard, you'll want to talk. Come on now. Yes, we're all wondering if there's going to be a happy ending to this. And it's a fantasy romance. I'm going to skip over my comments, because some of them were, there we go, satisfying ending may be more appropriate by proper author Emma Bennett. And Just Eva says, 1 hour reads on Amazon are actually 9 to 12k. Yeah, absolutely. Cool. It's fun concept, jumping on a short reads party bus. Cool, yeah, that's really exciting. Just Eva setting up her romance pen names, Facebook and Instagram. That's cool. Yeah, let us know when you're ready to share that. We will be happy to take a look, I'm sure. I publish short reads, but nothing I would want to market. Okay, gotcha. No worries. It won't be a secret, but I'll share when it's ready. Yeah, no worries. Didn't need to add author page. Okay, cool. There's some details about the setup. Once I get the draft done, as I intend to, then I'll start posting on socials about it and share pending. Yep, that is a good idea. Yes, and I said some, spicy things. People saying, "Oh my god," suggestions that Richard may have taken over, but in this case, no, that was all me. Sorry about that. I don't think there will be much of a happy ending if the hero can't get out. Yep, tragic ending that might be. It's true. Emma says, I don't think you could count that as succeeding. Just Eva, the love interest could still get a happy end. Yeah, that's true. And Nia, Vixen of Fiction, hey, how's it going? Good to see you. And Richard says, for once, the chaos is all in Panda. He was in fact writing. So yeah, what are you writing, Richard? We would like to know. My palate cleanser novella. And I never understood, what's a palate cleanser? I don't get it. Like, do you end up, if you're writing romance, do you end up going into writing horror for like two days or 2 months or 2 years? I don't know. How's it work? I'm really curious. And yes, I'm so sorry, people. I'm really sorry about that. But yeah, my Chrome extension just died basically, and it stopped at the timer. Everything stopped. I had to crash, reboot the whole thing. So yeah, apologies for that. What did Richard do to break the streak? Exactly, right? Exactly. Indeed. No, we're all good. Thank you for the offer, SD. Appreciate that. Yes, yeah, we are back. And apologies for the slight interruption there. SD got 656 words, which is just over 18,000 now, I believe. So over 18, if my memory serves. Yes, thank you. Nia knows what I'm talking about. Anyone who does live streams, sometimes tech just, what can I say? What can I say? Indeed. It works out. I finished up a task and got another design up. Okay, cool. Is this for your merch? Like t-shirts and stuff? I was talking to someone about merch, and I'm on the lowest tier on merch by Amazon. I haven't really done anything with it, in fairness. I was thinking about getting back into it. I'm just not quite sure what to do or how I want to do it. But yeah, I'm thinking about that. Rita Miranda says she worked through a few pages of that chapter, mostly rewriting the sword scene. Cool. The map was a mess. Yep. Sounds good. Sounds good. And palette cleanser to wipe away the strength of whatever you have in writing from SD. Okay. Gotcha. Richard says the palette cleanser is just so I have a fresh mind for the edits for Price War 2 next time. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. My Irish fantasy took a really dark turn at the end from SD. So the fantasy romance was meant as a palette cleanser. Gotcha. Cool. 18,536 on the draft. Not long to go to 20K. That is awesome. Yeah, for Bookend Lanes merch. Yep. That's print on demand products, but through LLCs. Yep. Sounds good. Sounds good. Different ways to use palette cleanser. From SD to Richard. Cool. I did not know that. Shannon has also been writing. Ah, dear. Trust Cliff to come up with something like that. Indeed. Yeah, exactly. Just Eva. Very nice word count. That is pretty good. And SD says the climax was a battle between the Sea King with his tridents against the Sea Witch. That is actually very exciting. I can totally see that as like a Marvel action scene as well. The FMC takes that moment to get away and save the prince. Nice. Okay, just Eva says she's going to hop away and enjoy a nap. Yep, have a good nap, Eva. Thank you for popping by. Really appreciate it. I'll catch you on YouTubes and stuff. All good. Yep, and bye to just Eva. She's hopping off to have a nap, which we should all do if you want to do some self-care. That's cool as well. Okay, so what did I do? I'll be honest. I took a break. I had a McFlurry Smarties flavor, so that was good. I finished my tea that had been lingering for like an hour and a half, so that's good. I had a little snack basically. I was happy with myself because I got the B-roll done earlier, so that was good. The B-roll of me flipping through pages on the most recent book I finished, called Simply Lies by Baldacci. Ooh, let me see. Okay. If you bear with me, people, I'm going to show you what I was looking at on Publisher Rocket earlier. So we're going to take a little sidetrack. Just give me a second. I'm trying to get Publisher Rocket up so I can share the the window. Okay, here we go. Publisher Rocket. So I don't know if you guys have this, but I've got Publisher Rocket. It's a really good tool that I use for quite a few things. So if I go into Simply Lies by Baldacci, hopefully it comes up. Give it a minute just to search. And this is kind of like one of the things that I like to do when I'm looking in a genre or niche. I just want to see what's out there, you know? So there we go, this one. Simply Lies, a psychological thriller. That's the title, I guess. But I'll look at the Amazon webpage as well at some point. But just looking at this, it gives me a feel on how long it's been up, you know, bestseller rank, which is really good, by the way. 4 figures, like this thing's selling multiples every day. It's got page count, keywords in the okay, so this keywords thing did not update earlier, but this one does have keywords in the title. Psychological thriller. I think that's pretty obvious what the keywords are. If you're not sure, it's psychological thriller, so that's the keyword. And what I like to look at is also the categories that this thing is in. Sales to number 1 in these categories. So how many sales do you need to get? What do I need to get in order to hit number one in these categories, in this category or this one, and so on. So I probably won't be aiming for number one against a book like this, but I might be inclined to aim for number 10. And the idea is that if you can rank to number 10, then maybe you will be on page one of that category. So when you're on page one of a category, it gives you a bit more love with the Amazon algorithm and all that. So that's kind of nice. This is interesting. Percentage of books in the category that are from a significantly sized publisher. So typically trad publishers. So it's basically most of them are trad published in this one. Nothing is in KU, so that is good to know. So yeah, I kind of like to do, this little like niche analysis, if you like, So, oh no, I'm so stupid. I'm sorry. I was talking crap again. Okay, sorry people. I am terrible at the tech today. Oh my god. So stupid of me. Okay, can you guys see what I'm... Jeez. My tech game is really bad. I'm sorry. Okay, can everyone see what I'm talking about now? I got Publisher Rocket open. Let's start again, shall we? This reminds me of me talking to myself when I was doing Dibbly. Yes, I did that. And that was like less than 2 weeks ago. So I recently read this book called Simply Lies. And I'm not going to go through it all over again, but you'll see. You type in Simply Lies, which is the title of the book, and hopefully you can see it. Oh, Publisher Rocket, come on, let's go. Oh, there we go. Okay, so Simply Lies, this is the first book that comes up. Are there keywords in the title? Yes. And the keyword is psychological thriller, which I was talking about earlier. And I like to see what categories this thing is in. So if I'm going to try and, if I'm even going to attempt to rank to number one, how many sales of the books do I need to get into these categories? So in this one, I need 116 sales to get to number one of this category. Okay, and if I want to get to the top 10 in a category, I need to make this many sales. The top 10 is probably to get into page one of that category, which is quite useful to know. And I mentioned all the publisher percentages, like trad publish mostly. Probably. Well, not unreasonable. It's a popular book. So that's what I was talking about before I realized that I had not, added that thing to the stream. So yes, well done again. Oh dear. I'm terrible at the tech today. Anyway, thank you for bearing with me, people. Gosh, that was stupid of me. Sorry about that. Apologies again. Okay, let's go back to the chat. So let's see. I'm checking it out. Okay, so Eva had hopped off for a nap. SD ice cream, yeah. It's a little warm over here, so we thought ice cream would be okay. Blue bathrobe, you need your wig. You need the evil twin to make an appearance. I just needed a break from the universe, so I wrote something else from Richard. Cool. We all need a break from the universe. Tell me about it. Oh my goodness. Yes, thank you, Richard. I'm getting his rocket up. Love Publisher Rocket. I checked to make sure I didn't have any duplicate of Ghost Catcher. Yes. If anyone hasn't checked out that video that Dave Chesson did from Kindlepreneur about the recent updates on categories and how you probably don't want to be targeting certain categories because it's like it's what he calls a ghost category, where it's basically just wasting your time in there. So there's no point going into a category that's not going to do you any good. You might as well try and target something else. So yeah, if you haven't checked that out, make sure you check that out. I shared that video in a community post of mine. So if you can't find it, check my community tab. It's there. I shared it within the last few days for sure. Yes, not that. Exactly. Laura knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, sorry about that, people. Really apologize. I wasn't. Yeah, I am terrible at the tech today. Oh my god. Ay. Some days I wonder, am I really doing this thing? Yeah, anyway, I stopped sharing that. Let's Yeah, thanks, Richard. But okay, we are at 5:10. Hi, AB, how's it going? Good to see you. Thank you for popping by. How are you, Angela? I think it's Angela. Hopefully, I got that right. I'm really sorry if I got it wrong. I'm pretty sure it's Angela though. So hi, Angela. Yes, yes. And there is the original Laura, OG Laura, not to be confused with the other Laura, who is Laura Gomez, I believe. Did we clarify that? Were we happy with Laura Gomez being the other Laura and Emma Bennett being the original Laura? I don't know. I'm terrible. Everyone's got different names. Cool. Yep. Excellent. So I got the name right. I'm not very good at names, so I apologize if I miss get people's names wrong and stuff like that. Like Laura, Lisa. That was supposed to be a joke, but it's a terrible joke. It didn't really stick either. So there we go. Anyway, let's do a sprint, shall we? I am thinking, what do you think? 30, 35 minutes? What's people's heart saying? 30, 35? What say you, people? What say you? We're going to start at 30 at least, maybe even 35. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, let's do 30. I'm going to make the executive choice right here. We'll do a 30-minute sprint, and then it'll take us to about 5:45, and then we can have a little chat about what we accomplished today, and maybe even what we accomplished during the week, because that's kind of important. Take stock of what we did. But yeah, okay, let's do a 30-minute sprint. Hopefully, SD can get her words in, and maybe Richard, if he's still around, can get his words in. And I am going to go and find something to do. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'll find something to do. Okay, 30 minutes starting now. I will see you on the other side. Okie dokie. How did that go for everyone? I was working on some. Oh, yeah, I was working on some um, scripting for something I'm working on with lead magnets. So that was what I got up to. Um, let's have a look in the chat. Gonna go through the chat. Where do we go? Where do we go? Okay, so Angela popped in. Yes, highs. And I did actually get the name right, which is good. I actually got someone's name wrong. That person's name's called Emma Bennett. I once called her Lisa, but that didn't really take off. So yeah, Lisa is not making a comeback for sure. That never stuck. But you know what did stick? Elma, Emma, and OG Laura. Those. So instead of one name, Lisa, we now call Emma Bennett Emma, or OG Laura. So yeah, way better than Lisa. There we go. Not confusing at all. Indeed. There we go. So Richard says, isn't Lisa one of Emma Bennett's pen names? I would like to think so, but I'm not sure. Maybe she's got a closet pen name. And Richard, during the sprint, hit 2,083 words for the day, which is outstanding. Well done. Well done indeed. Emma says she does not want another pen name. Thank you. Okay. No, we're not going to give her another pen name. Yep, that was vetoed very hard. But ever so politely. So if anything, we can always count on Emma to be polite. So there we go. That's good. Yep, SD, I am back. She is figuring out the word count. 447 words for the day, which is cool. 447 words for the sprints. That should be quite a lot. Didn't even think about getting readers for this novella. I wonder now if I should have, but I don't have a lot of time left. And you gotta do what you gotta do, you know. And SD got 18,949 words, which is awesome. That is totally awesome. That's just over 1,000, shy of 20,000 words, which you're aiming for, I believe. You're well on your way. You'll definitely hit that probably by tomorrow. I think tomorrow would be very, very possible. Yeah, great job, Angela says. Yeah, absolutely. Me, I was doing my scripting for a voiceover. It's for the lead magnet for the nonfiction stuff. It's been dragging on for months, months and months and months. So I'm hoping to get this wrapped up. I would say by this month. And the idea with the lead magnet is not that it's a lead magnet in itself. It's more delivering a lot of value that I hope people will see the value in, and then if they like it, maybe they'll sign up to my no, sorry, they should have signed up to my email newsletter, which is how they're going to get this value. And if they get the value, hopefully they will stay on my newsletter. Hopefully they may even leave a review for my books if they've read it. So that's the idea behind me trying to do this lead magnet update. And right now the lead magnet is it's really appalling. It's not great. But it's one of those things. When we get into publishing or self-publishing or whatever it is, or writing, we learn as we go. That's just the nature of things. We learn as we go. And when I first started, it was really crap, that lead magnet. It was literally a 2-page PDF. And then someone helped me, a designer friend of mine. He was like, do you mind if I fiddle with your lead magnet? I'm like, yeah, go ahead and knock yourself out. Anyway, he put a cover on it. He put the bullet points in a really nice laid out manner, and it just completely changed it. It completely changed it. And I thought, yes, this is awesome. So that was it for a while. And then I learned a bit more later on, where the lead magnet should deliver a huge amount of value, where when someone signs up to your email newsletter and they're taking a chance, right? That's what they're doing. And hopefully they get something in return. But if you give them something that they believe is worth a lot, they are more than happy to give you that email to join your email list or newsletter. And they are even more happy to be supportive of you because they've already got so much value from you. So that's my aim with this lead magnet update. I'm trying to give people more value. Hopefully, kind of it's kind of like killing them with kindness, you know. So if you kill them with kindness, maybe just maybe karma will work in your favor, and then they'll be like, oh, you know what, that guy, that Andy, he taught me a few things. I learned quite a lot, and it was for free. I didn't even have to pay him. Let me do something for him, you know. Let me do something for him, and hopefully that leads to more reviews, more book sales, and all that kind of stuff. So that's the motivation for me to do this. SD says tonight I need to finish this. You will totally get there tonight. Tonight, totally. I know it's a bit of a hard slog, but yeah, you're getting there. SD says I originally planned to get the novella to Kickstarter back as yesterday. Yeah, no worries. I mean, you know, so long as you keep people updated and you don't like stiff them, you know, take the money and run, I think people are more than happy to, like, they waited for a few weeks and a few months, you know. A few more weeks or months is not gonna like change their lives, you know what I mean? They are looking forward to it for sure, but I think if you keep them updated, I think it should be okay, you know. Yeah, you are almost done as well, so yeah, no, that's good. Now I skipped a chat message. I'm so surprised by where this novella went. I knew the beginning and the end, as I always do with my stories, but I feel so much happens in these 18k words, and now I'm wondering why my novel has to be. Oh, yeah. And I'm wondering why my novel has to be 142k words. Yeah. You know, things happen when you write your story. It happens. I've been updating them. Yeah, exactly. So people are not, you know, no one's going to be upset about it. They're supposed to you. It's good. And they have the ebook for the main novel. And the Kickstarter was organized around. Exactly. They've already got like some of it. So, yeah, I wouldn't stress out too much, you know. Keep people updated. Don't stress too much, and it'll be fine. I'm pretty sure. Um, we got another 10 minutes left, and I'm not sure we have another sprint in us. And we could do another 5 minutes. Anyone want to do a 5 minute sprint? And then that'll take us to, you know, 5:55. What do you think? Maybe 5 minutes? I don't know. I feel like 5 minutes is probably a little on the short side, gotta say. Um, but maybe people want to do 5 minutes. I don't know. Okay, let's do 5 minutes. We'll do 5 minutes right now, and then, you know, let's do it. Sure thing. Okay, let's do 5 minutes. I'll catch you in 5 minutes because I can work on my script as well. Okay, see you in 5 minutes. Let's start right now. Okie dokie, people. Okie dokie. That is 5 minutes. So I know it's a very short sprint, but hopefully we got a few more words in. Hopefully you got a few more words. I know SD's hard working at her novella, which is good stuff. I actually got a few more words on my script. So how did you guys do? I know it's just 5 minutes, but let me know. Let me know. Was that like a hyper focused bit for you where you got some stuff done? Did that work for you? For me, I didn't get many words, but I did actually work on my next slide, scripting the next slide, so that was good for me. SD, 111 words. Outstanding. Yeah, exactly. Hyper focus. Just like 5 minutes, just get in there, do a few words, and, crank it out. And then that all adds up, to the ultimate goal. All dialogue, yes, dialogue comes easier to write or read. I find dialogue's quite good to read. Yeah, it does come easier for dialogue, in my opinion anyway. Maybe I guess it depends on your writing style whether you can write dialogue. I haven't written dialogue yet, so I might be talking rubbish as usual. But I find reading very easy for dialogue. I find reading dialogue easier. Angela says, I'm focusing on finding book comps and was very productive. Cool, cool. Yeah, that's interesting. Share what you found if you want, no obligation, but if you're happy to share, by all means. Yeah, we got 3 minutes left. And let's wish SD a big good luck. And hopefully she can get that ebook or novella done that she is trying to release. I think it was tomorrow you mentioned. So yeah, I believe it was tomorrow. I can't remember which message it was. So SD says to Angela, "How did you go about finding book comps?" I'm interested. I mean, I have my own methods, but yeah, I'm always happy to learn. Yeah, good luck. 14,049 words. You are literally a stone's throw away from hitting 20,000. 100% you will get there today. Yeah, absolutely. Shannon says, I want to get this done today and try to format it today and get it out. Yeah, formatting shouldn't take long. I don't know what formatting program you use. I use Atticus myself, but yeah, that literally takes like minutes. It doesn't take long. Tomorrow I need to concentrate on my class for next Saturday. Okay. What's the class about? Curious. Just yeah, if you're happy to share, of course. About yes, about the Kickstarter basics. We are all looking forward to that for sure. So Angela says, I am working on picture books, so right now looking at websites with picture book recommendations. Nice. SD says she's using Atticus, but the program can. Oh my god! I recently formatted someone's book, and it just glitched out like multiple times. I sent it to the person, and I was like, and they came back saying, "What's this random 1 and 2 in the chapters?" I'm like, "What?" And it was glitching out, so it wasn't actually in Atticus, but when it exported the PDF and EPUB, it just, yeah, I don't know. Everything, yeah, I didn't get the error message. I know people who do, but I didn't get that. Mine just glitched out, like random table of contents incorrect kind of thing. I want to give what I had written of the novella to my backers. Yep, I get that. So annoying. Hey, Laura Gomez, I love picture books. Hey, yeah, we all grew up with some of those. I can't get the EPUBs. That's interesting. Yeah, that's a support question, that one. Like my EPUBs and PDFs were fine. It's just the table of contents just kept messing itself up. It's weird as anything. But yeah. Anyway, we just hit 6 o'clock. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. Really appreciate it. Hopefully, you got some work done. I know I got some work done. Really appreciate the support. And sorry again for earlier. I was trying to showcase how I do some, competition research with Publisher Rocket, and I was looking at the competition analyzer tab. So yeah, I was doing a bit of that, but apologies that my Chrome Google Chrome extension crashed, and I lost the timer. I lost the stream. Basically, I had to relog in and everything. But yeah, cool. SD says good luck on your comps, Angela. I don't know much about picture books. Yeah, me neither. But it's similar process to find out competitions. I read quite a lot of them. I love the art. Some of them is really good. Cool. Okay, we are at 6:01. I do want to respect people's time. It may be late where you are, especially if you're in Europe. So let's call it a day there. It's Sunday evening over here, Sunday night somewhere else. It's probably Monday morning, if you're in Australia or New Zealand, that part of the world. So let's call it a day. I shall hopefully catch everyone on Discord or YouTube, and until next week, have yourself a great Sunday or week ahead, and I shall see you on YouTube. Have a great day, everyone. Take care.